5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're old, groaning like a geezer.
Where's the beef? Indeed, it's right here. Welcome, everybody. It's once again time for GRAYBEARD'S STUDIO, the best draw stream on the interwebs. This is episode 108, and we are surprisingly doing Dick Tracy supporting characters because that's what you guys voted for. You could have voted for Spider-Man, could have voted for Batman, but you voted for Dick Tracy. And I was just this morning, my wife Shelly and I were down babysitting our grandson, and my daughter-in-law was coming out and said, "What are you guys doing today?" And I said, "Oh, I got to do a streaming thing, and got to do some drawing." And I said, "We're drawing Dick Tracy characters." And she said, "Who?" And I said, "It's a newspaper strip. Dick Tracy was detective. He had a bunch of weird villains." And she's like, just glazed over. And I go, "The movie with Warren Beatty?" And she's like, glazed over. So it's like, Dick Tracy is from the Mega Wayback Machine, but we appreciate you guys knowing that we have a mature and sophisticated audience that would actually pick something like that. Now, here's a guy that probably washed out Chester Gould's inkwells while he was working on Dick Tracy. It's Gary Martin. Hello, Gary.
I just wanted to announce that people who don't know this, that Aaron has opened his own restaurant. So for those of you that want to experience Northwest dining at its finest, visit Aaron Lopresti's House of Toast. And don't forget to say hi to Aaron's mom. She'll be slaving over the hot toaster, making sure your toast comes out the shade you want. That's Aaron Lopresti's House of Toast.
We have 25 different selections of jelly, though. So it's, that's where it really becomes something special. Here's somebody that I probably wouldn't classify as special, but he's part of our crew anyway. He's family. He's Dan Lawless. Hello, Dan.
Hi, I'm Special Ed.
Your beard is getting like massive. You're like a Viking almost.
It's just the lighting. It's pretty sparse on the side.
Is it really? Because it looks doesn't it, Gary? Doesn't it?
It's definitely growing here, though.
Yeah. You have all your props. You should be putting on a Viking hat with the horns and everything. You probably
don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
Yeah, I know. I know you've got one.
You'd have to lose the glasses.
Yeah.
Well, look, it doesn't take Katie long, does it? As soon as Dan shows up. Yeah. Well, it's just the way it is, I guess. We have a guest star this week for this show. Now, this is a guy that
we couldn't get anybody else.
Okay, well, that's a given, right, Dan? That's a given. But so I said, he's a big Gil Kane and Jim Starlin fan, and I said, come on our show, draw Captain Marvel. It'll be perfect for you. Blew us off. So the next week, I'm like, hey, can you come back on? Because we're going to do bird characters, and I know he's a big Blue Falcon fan, Dino Mutt and Blue Falcon. You can do that. It'll be great. And he's like, I really can't make it. And then he says, but you know what? I'm available March 11th. And I go, okay, so now you're booking yourself on our show. Is that how this is working? And so we're bringing him on. Here it is, March 11th. And he's complaining because we're doing Dick Tracy characters. Like, I didn't give him an opportunity to do something that was in his wheelhouse. So but anyway, please please welcome a guy who complains almost as much as I do. It's Andy Smith.
Listen here, Joe Biden. It's March 12th.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But I did invite myself. I did. I said, hey, Dennis is out of town on first of many vacations for the year, cruising in the Pacific or Atlantic somewhere. And I said, Aaron, I'm free on the 12th. Let's do it and make it something cool. So he got me on. He just left out the cool part. But I'm down for any challenge.
Okay.
So you gotta fire your agent, man, because they could set up what you wanted to draw and everything. So.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't leverage enough. That's your problem.
To the chat.
Katie is just rubbing salt in the wound at this point. So there's she's loving Andy.
Wait, how many zeros did she get versus me?
Let's see.
Like woohoos! I gotta count the number of zeros. I got 4.
3, 4. And how many did Andy get? Let's see here.
7.
1,
What?
2, 3, 4, 5.
You know, Dan, if you treat each one of those zeros as an inch, it's about right.
Yeah.
As a what?
Yeah,
You muffled. It sounded muffled.
Katie, now Dan.
I said if you treat each one of those zeros as an inch, it's about right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
probably right. Yeah.
See, Dave's not arguing.
All right. Well, okay, you guys. This is a big show, and a lot of people, we didn't really mention this, but we have another special guest you guys have not seen for quite some time.
Really?
So it is with my my heartfelt appreciation and joy that one of our native sons has returned to us. Everybody, please welcome back to the show the great David Williams. There he is.
Wow, for a second there, I thought you were Gabe El Taib.
Who has never been on the show.
I was getting
Talk
nervous.
about a downer, man.
I was getting nervous.
Okay, there's Katie. Katie's gone off the rails now.
There we go.
Oh, come on. Well, you know what they say. So that's probably
That's just you got to set the mark. She said she's just setting. She's saying you guys got to do this many zeros up and to reach that level. She's just setting the bar up pretty high there.
Nicholas Gear says, finally some talent on this show.
I try to come back as often as I can, Nicholas.
I think he's referring to David, Andy.
Oh, damn it. You're probably right.
Here we go. Sequential RCA. Welcome back, David. Great to see Dave. Welcome back, Brohawk. A lot of love in the chat for our good friend David Williams. David has a few words he'd like to express to you guys in the chat. So, David, the floor is yours.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Strange. I'm getting choked up before I even say anything.
If you want to put the screen up, go ahead.
Well, I wanted to come back just to mainly thank everybody for all the prayers and the well wishes that I got. And I wanted to thank some specific people, but I wanted to thank all of you in the Graybeards chat. You've been so gracious and patient with me. I still have some packages I have to mail out and artwork I have to get to people. And I really appreciate you all. And there are some specific people I want to thank. After the passing of my wife, there were some people that came and expressed their feelings to me in private that meant a lot, and their prayers. The first person that contacted me was Dan Fraga. And on that same day, Sean Burnham, Statistical Zero, contacted me, and John Malin, and big supports. But my Graybeard brothers in arms, they were there for me from before her passing. And they held me up in prayer. And I could never repay them enough. And I'm so thankful for them. And they're in my prayers constantly. And I want to thank Ethan Van Sciver. He's been exceptionally good to me as a businessman, a boss who's helping me through this, and who gave me this work, and he didn't take it away under the circumstances. And he's been there for me, and he's been there for me in more ways than people would know, and I'm forever grateful to him. Thankful for his family. And it's controversial, but I want to thank Mike Miller. He was there also praying for me and trying to help me through this situation. And through all that's been going on. The absurdity of things that are going on between comic book artists. Put a different perspective on all of it for me. I've lost a lot of friends over the years for being a part of Comicsgate. And I'm going to continue being a part of Comicsgate because it's been nothing but good to me. And the people in Comicsgate have been nothing but good to me. And I'm thankful for them, and I pray for them. And the friends I've lost for being apart is sad. But through my loss, some have come and supported me. And I'm thankful for them, and I pray for them too. And I hope that one day that I can be in all of your presence and wrap my arms around you and thank you in person. Because it meant a lot to me. I'm thankful. And I hope that one day that whatever differences that we have, we could put them aside and just do comics. That's all we need to do. And thank you. Thank you for giving me this time to say thank you. And I'm sorry it took so long for me to say thank you. And I wanted to let you guys know that Sandra loved Graybeards. And even when I wasn't on the show, she would still be watching it, and she would relay the show to me and what was going on. She really loved the show. And occasionally she would sneak into the chats under some strange name and just chat. And I'm back because I think she would want me to continue being a part. And show forgiveness to people that wronged me, and hope that people will forgive me for who I've wronged. Because if Jesus forgave me for all my sins, of which are many, I have no business not forgiving anyone else for any slight they've given me. And I want to thank you for allowing me to be here again. And I hope that I could become better than what I was before. And I thank you, and I love you all, and I appreciate you. That's it.
Thank you, David.
Yep. Aaron, you're muted.
Thank you. Okay, way to blow a nice moment, right?
That was perfect. Aaron starts talking and he's muted.
Oh man, well, my dog was barking. No, David, thank you so much for that, and
nice.
we're so thrilled to have you back. So anyway,
it's where you belong here.
Yep,
that's right. And I hope you get a chance, David, to look at the chat, because I can't post up everything on there, but everybody, well wishes and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we are obviously thrilled to have you back. And yeah, there I go. See, look at there it is.
Yep.
Well, that's what happens when you have a dog.
No.
Okay, so as we gather ourselves here, I
just have to warn everyone. David mentioned that if he had a chance to thank people in person. So if you ever meet David at a show and identify yourself as watching Graybeards, David is a hugger, and he hugs you like he means it. And so just get ready to have your spine crushed.
Yeah.
And you would also appreciate it if you buy something off his table too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Rant Market says, hell yeah, thank you, David. Love you and glad we have you. Thank you, Rant.
Mm-hmm.
And we appreciate all the the kind words and everything in the chat for David. And I know he will he's coming back, don't worry. But and there he is. So obviously, David, there's a lot of great well wishes in the chat there, man. So you can check that out at your leisure. Joe Bernardo, David, may Jesus bless you and be there for you. Lean on his strong shoulders. Amen, brother.
Thank you.
All right. So after that very emotional and touching moment, now we get to
I want to also, can I thank one more person?
Yeah, absolutely.
Rand Arrington. He's been talking to me, and also Ben Herrera, another brother in Christ. Both of them are. We've been talking virtually every day, and they've been praying for me, and I'm so thankful for them, and I appreciate them so much. And I love you. I love you all. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All righty. Ollie by Golly for $10 says, I'm genuinely excited to see how y'all interpret Chester Gold's characters in your own styles. By the way, changed my name from Tapello Tunist so Lopez and Katie could pronounce it. And you think Ollie by Golly is better? But you know what? I'll take that 10.
It's easier to pronounce.
I guess it is. Dennis Rodriguez for, is that 2.49? What is that?
Pounds, I think.
I don't think it's pounds with the two little lines to it.
I don't know. Canada money?
No. Hail Graybirds and CG and thank D. Williams.
I think it's a Star Wars symbol, you know that.
Beans.
So it's like credits?
Yeah.
You can't
well,
really
that's Star Trek credits, right? Or,
okay. All right.
What's Star Trek?
Euros. Glitch says it's euros. Okay. All right.
See, euros.
Well, that's not a pound. It's a euro. Okay. I got you. All right. Thank you very much for that. Obviously, I'm not going to go through the chat because there's a ton of you guys there, but we've seen you. We appreciate you guys being here. And as they say, on with the show.
David can look at that later, and when you know, and see this in replay and appreciate all you people. So it's really, really nice.
Absolutely. David, what were you
saying?
Can
I lighten this up a little?
Sure.
I'm highly disappointed in the chat in their choice this week because it was my choice and you guys didn't pick the thing I wanted.
I agree with you, David.
What's up?
If I had known, I wouldn't have been pushing Dick Tracy so hard.
I can't believe it won.
What?
I can't believe it won. Like, is there that many Dick Tracy fans? I didn't realize.
Come on, Dan. You would put it beyond Aaron to rig the vote. Come on.
I'm not sophisticated enough to actually know how to do that.
No, I'm just talking. I'm serious. I'm saying I'm surprised. You know, like you were just saying, a lot of young people don't even know who he is.
I know. I was stunned, but I think there's enough old people in our audience that are like, let's bring back the classics. Sequential Artist for 20 big ones says, thank you, God, for David and Mrs. Williams. They have blessed all of us beyond what we know now. And we pray for his healing as we can carry on artfully because of his art.
Yes.
Very nice, Sequential. Thank
Beautifully
you.
said.
Very kind of you. Nice sentiment there. Matthew Muma is throwing everybody else under the bus and claiming that he actually did vote for Batman. So
it's not his fault.
That's right. That's basically what he's saying. As he's throwing everybody else under the bus. We love you, David. Sorry, Dan, but I'm cheerleading for him now.
Yeah, Dan, you're out.
He's taking the mantle. That's fine. I'm
yeah, you know who's out and is always out? Me. I got nothing from Katie this entire show. Everybody.
Oh, why don't you cry?
Not even one woo.
Not
one woo with a zero.
Not one woo did I get from Katie.
Katie, give him like a W-O, like it's just one O.
One. And make it a small O, not a capital.
John without an H for $5. As if the theme ever stopped you from drawing Batman before. That he's got a good point, David.
Yeah, really. We can't. We're not. It's not like we can force it. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, but David picked this category, so he should have been prepared for Dick Tracy just in case. So
if we draw something against the rules, we get our camera turned off or something like that, or booted from the show, or what happens? I want to know what happens.
Well, no, because what happens is then you're declared a cheater at the end of the show.
That's all right.
I've never been
no chance of winning.
That's right. Even though it's not a competition. So let's go around the horn here, do a little show and tell, and then jump right into this because I have no idea what's going to happen with Dick Tracy characters. So Gary, have you got anything that you would like to share with us? David also wants to see your high school picture if you have it handy because he missed it last week.
I've been working on this Frankenstein recreation, and
oh my God, look at that!
All right, hang on. Let me make you.
I have probably about 2 days worth here in the middle. As you can see, it's almost done. That's it.
Well, that's plenty. David's messing with his mic, if you wonder what that noise is. Katie Did's channel for 2. Thanks, Katie. Hey, Aaron. Woo. Ooh. There you go. God, that doesn't feel like her heart's in it, does it? You guys?
I don't know. You got money for yours. We didn't. Shut
Still
it.
more zeros than me. I only got 4.
Okay. All right.
So,
all right.
That's
Katie.
all right, though.
Katie included $2 with it, so I guess it doesn't have to be capitalized. Let's see that again, Gary.
Man, that's pretty damn cool.
Hey, go back up to her boobs.
Oh my gosh! Only Andy would want to see like.
Well, I'm just curious where Dr. Frankenstein harvested those set from.
Well, they could be.
You got implants.
And Nicole Smith.
They could be implants.
Yeah, they could be putting them in there.
No, I doubt it.
They just went awry, and there was a breast surgery went awry.
It went awry. Oh my gosh, Dan, what do you want to encourage with your talents?
You know, I could show this because I got so reamed by the by not being a anime. I went back and I worked on it. So okay, and I have actually showed this on Dan Fan's show. If anyone ever knows who Dan Fan is, she's an artist, a YouTube artist. And I was on her show yesterday, and I showed this because she does the anime. And I said, "Is it a go?" So I got sort of an approval. She said, "It looks pretty anime." So.
Wait, which the one on the left looks anime?
The one on the left. That's the updated version. The one on the right is the original, and everyone said that's not anime. No. So I did one on the right.
You made the mouth, nose smaller, and the eyes.
Yeah. The funny thing is, when I worked on this, it didn't feel right. I felt uncomfortable. It's like it's so cutesy now. You know, like it's like it's too. It's hard to draw cutesy stuff. You know.
Well, I'll say, Dan, if that's anime, that's the best looking anime I've ever seen.
Yeah, Jay Dredd is saying what I'm thinking, Dan.
That's not anime. He said it's not
even the one on the left?
No.
It could be pushed even further.
They're saying that's Danime.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Anime.
Yeah, sounds all right.
It's your version of anime. It's Danime.
Yes, anime, yes. Right. Okay.
Or manga, whatever. I know manga's comics and anime.
Anime is cartoons. Yep.
It's
the one on the right is Dennis Rodriguez.
I'm just gonna have to keep making those eyes bigger until people say anime finally.
Yeah, you're just kind of cutesy, but you haven't really pushed it to the.
Yeah, see, just all she needs is to be holding a cat, and then you got something.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I don't know anything about it.
So this is Kit Carter anime, though, right? So
sure.
I appreciate the the shout out there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm out there campaigning for you, man.
Yeah. They said that's about as much manga as Aaron is, and that's right because I'm about as anti-manga as you can get. Rant Market says, Dan, make her a Cyclops. That'll fix it for sure.
We'll do
it. Joe says, smaller chin, bigger eyes, and no eyebrows will do it. So
yeah, I wouldn't take the eyebrows off. I don't know much. I have a bunch of manga, and they usually have eyebrows.
Oh. Okay.
And the eyes need to be more cartoony. Just even though they're bigger, they're still.
Yeah, I know. They're different sorts of eyes, but I'm trying to make it realistic, and that sort of thing. So
actually, you fail is you have to throw out realism.
Yeah, you have.
Well, actually, technically, manga. There's some manga that's fairly realistic. True. It does run across the gambit. It's not.
Nope.
I mean, there's traditional, giant eye manga, but then there's the, there is sort of a realistic, more realistic versions, and I think there's versions like this. So
well,
it's all over the place.
I think they've coined it. It's Danime. It's your anime. So there you go. It's your own thing now.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
Hey,
I agree.
Did I get any money for it?
No.
Yeah.
The trademark it.
Yeah, I guess the trademark and then like sell T-shirts or something. Maybe I don't know. Judge Dredd just says, just give up, Dan.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
No, that's Rude.
No, it's probably a good idea.
No, it's like Dan's going to stay with it till he gets it right. Gosh darn it.
That's right.
Andy, what do you got
Tenacious.
for us? Anything?
Wait. Isn't Dan supposed to say who he's drawing, and then it's my turn? Or are you doing another round for that?
No, we're doing show and tell right now. If you have something you want to talk about,
I'm going to draw Mumbles.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I always forget about your show and tell.
I looked at the villains and I look Mumbles look like a cool one. So
you're going to do Mumbles.
The black and white copy of Core Draft, The Awakening, is in the house.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
It is. Colors should show up next week. Oh, black and white goodness. Yes, taking you back to the good old Savage Sword of Conan days. Oh, glorious.
Now, how much, how were your percentage-wise, just give me kind of a wild number here, that people that ordered the color actually also ordered the black and white? It was like 50%, 25%, do you think, in terms of order numbers for the black and white?
Probably 25.
Interesting.
25%.
So you're saying it's worth doing a black and white book, is what you're saying.
Yeah, there will be a black and white version for Lilith Infernal Conflict as well.
Wow.
So because this one did well, so we thought we'll do a black and white version for that one as well. So
okay, well,
breaking news. So there you go.
Yeah, well, people keep telling me do a black and white Wraith of God, and I'm like, was anybody really going to buy it? But there you go. 25%. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I do like to see those black and whites because you see the line work and it has a different feel. I think Aaron, your stuff would look great in black and white. I mean,
thank you. I like the originals, and I'm like, I do. I sit there and I think maybe I should do this in black and white, but then I think, will anybody buy a black and white book? But Andy's proven us wrong. He's saying it does work. So
that's right.
Okay, David, are you there?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Tell us about what we're looking at here.
I've not seen this.
Fearsome?
Yeah, Ethan showed this a few days ago.
Yeah.
And this was me trying to get back into drawing again.
Pretty successful.
It's really great.
It's been rough trying to get back and to find my footing again. But this is one of the pages where the character Eli wakes. He's not awake. He's in his dream state, but he thinks he's seeing demons, and he's in the back of an ambulance.
Kicking ass.
He just starts whooping on whoever he thinks is a demon, and everybody he sees is a demon right now. I sent you some pages in the Graybeard's.
Oh my gosh, you're doing this to me again. You're back like not even half a show, and you're sending me.
Yeah, but they're in color, so you get.
All right. Hang on. Now this is we talked about this earlier. This is the second issue, so you're all done with the first issue, and this campaign has 2 issues in it.
Yes.
So it's not that far from done. You sent it in the Graybeard?
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
This is, by the way, this page, dynamic energy. It's comics, man. This is great comics. I love it.
I don't see any big deal in this. This is pretty much what happens on every public transportation in.
Yeah, exactly. You ever rode the bus in LA? Jeez, I have. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff here. Oh, this will be cool. Okay, hang on a second here. I'm putting it together. I got it. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of this colored stuff, because I don't know that I've seen these pages. Maybe I have, and I just don't. Oh yeah, I have, but they're colored. There goes the dog again. See, this is what I have to deal with.
Oh wow, that's great.
Now this is Jason Wright, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say Wright. It's got to be.
Yeah, he's also coloring my Wraith of God 3.
Hold it.
Really? His color palette is fantastic. It's just
his name is Jason Wright, right?
Right.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Jason Wright.
It's versatile too. I mean, this looks looks like a completely different palette than other things I've seen with Elephant and stuff like that. So it looks like he knows how to adjust his color for the art too. This is intense.
Well, he's like incorporating the red from the, from like the emergency vehicles and like the flares and stuff. That's really nice work.
Fantastic.
I really like
it to feel like even normal stuff to feel like horror and almost kind of sickly.
Yeah.
Because the opening pages are very traditional and bright and sunny, and I wanted it, the moment he becomes this thing, everything is kind of askewed and kind of off,
Brian Smith says it's 2025 and Lopez is still saying colored. I don't know what he's implying. All right, let's take a look at some more of this. As I click all the buttons to get there. Look at that.
Ow.
So so now he's in the back of the ambulance and he's starting to see.
So that's what he sees there in the last panel.
Yeah. So nice.
Yeah, I love that first panel, that Dutch angle, and how like the action is underneath the crime scene tape.
Yeah.
I think that last panel is how Katie sees Aaron.
Probably.
Katie, am I horrifying you? Is that what?
At least you see some with hair.
Yeah, that's true. Which is, that's definitely not reality then. Here we got a big splash page. I'm seeing that of him.
Yeah, I think I saw this in black and white. Yeah,
I've seen this in black and white, but man, this book is going to be dynamite, man.
Yeah, it looks intense.
That's great.
Ooh, check this out.
Oh wow.
We got some like big old demon guy here coming in.
Yeah, and there's some.
Oh, look at all that crosshatch and line work in there. That's cool.
Yeah, it works great with the color too.
Yeah. So, David, what were you thinking? Going line work and opening that up as opposed to just going solid black on that skull.
Well, I mean, you need some other kind of things to make it seem more round. The allusion to gray with your cross-hatching. And I do terrible cross-hatching in comparison to what Gary does and how he understands it.
You mean
I just
comparison to how I do is what you mean.
In a random way. But it needed a gray to offset, and give the skull a little bit more volume.
Excellent. No, I just
and texture. It gives it texture. I like how he didn't overpower the line work with his coloring. He lets it works it into the art. So it's like it becomes its own thing. It's really good.
Mucky says David Williams is a master cartoonist, draftsman, cinematographer. I'm sure he feels the same way about me, but that's fine. You can just.
You're here every week. Dave is back.
I know. I just don't want to feel like I'm, getting left out or anything.
I see where this is going. There's going to be, Aaron's going to lay down a law that in the chat you can't compliment anyone unless you also compliment Aaron.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't want to. Hey, I don't want to be restricted by rules and regulations. I'm just, I'm just throwing stuff out there. That's all. See what sticks.
Man, this is cool. You know what it reminds me of? When you're a kid, you had those spooky things, skulls and stuff. They were glow in the dark.
Yeah.
And then this is kind of like that's what it looks like. Looks like glow in the dark stuff.
It does. This is an amazing page.
I know this is like a terrifying scene, like where you're getting put, like they're pushing him into the furnace or hell or whatever it is,
Yeah.
Like, yikes. He's all chained up. Man.
It's cool.
I hate drawing chains.
Is this a mix of issue 1 and 2, or is this all from the same
This
one?
is all issue 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, chains are like the worst, man. It's like if you got stuck drawing Ghost Rider and have to draw that motorcycle and chains all the time. Ugh.
Oh, God. Mm-mm.
Katie says, yes, Gary, that's exactly what he's doing. So great. Now people are teaming up on me. It's not just, okay. Okay. Anyway, those are really nice, you guys. If you haven't backed this yet, huh?
Was that all of them?
That's 5 of them. How many did you send?
I thought I sent 6.
Oh my gosh! Let me check. 1, 2.
Hold on him.
Mumble.
You sent 5, and don't send me any more.
Okay.
Then I got to go back. So no, those are great. If you guys have not backed Fearsome, they'll find a link in the description of this video that'll take you right there to the campaign, and so please consider doing so. We also have links for Andy's new project called Lilith, Girl of Wonder. Is that what it is?
Yeah, close enough. Infernal Conflict, Girl of Wonder,
Yeah.
Woman of Your Dreams, whatever.
Yeah. And there's early signups for that. You'll find a link in the description. Also, Dan Lawless's wonderful YouTube channel where he posts all kinds of tutorials on how to draw anime.
Anime, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
so
He's known
you wanna-
for.
Danime.
Danime, exactly. And if you don't mind, check out Wraith of God 3, Fear Hollow. You'll find a link in the description of this video, and also one to my website. You guys, I am posting original art for sale on my website daily. It's just growing. So even if you don't want to buy stuff, but you just want to look, go there. There's a lot of stuff posted. A lot of fun. So links are in the description of the video. There you go. Okay, so let's get this ball rolling. First of all, Dan, you said you're going to do mumbles.
That's
Speak up, Dan.
right. I'm going to
Dan,
do
what are you
mumbles.
saying, Dan? What do you? Okay. So Dan, you're going to draw mumbles. Andy, what are you thinking?
Flat top.
Okay. David, are you going to do what you told me you were going to do?
Yes.
All I was going to say is it involves prune face. So then we'll just wait and see what David comes up with. I'm not going to spoil it. People are saying Moon Maid. What is that? Is that a Dick Tracy character?
No
Anyone?
idea.
I know we're all like,
Look it up.
Because I was gonna do. Oh my gosh, that's too weird looking. Is a fictional alien character from the Dick Tracy comic strip. Well, I guess I could make her look better. She looks creepy, man. All right, I'll do it.
No, I can't wait to see it because I literally have no idea who that character is.
So that's it. That's it. It's that easy. Somebody suggests a character, you look it up. Oh, okay, I like it.
I was gonna
I'm
do.
drawing it.
No, I was gonna do prune face, but David's doing prune face. Then I thought, okay, well, I'll do flat top, and he's doing flat top. So the only other guy left is the brow, which I was.
No, there's that really small face guy.
Glitch is really happy, so you have to draw.
Okay.
Moonmaid.
Yeah, Dennis says, "God bless you, Lopez." So
You could work with that mood lady. She's pretty cool. I mean, some I've seen some versions here that are a little bit more, nicer, realistic looking. And
well, yeah, I didn't share it, Creative Faye, because you guys are gonna have to wait and see my interpretation of it, and trust me that I know what I'm doing. Here comes Moon Maid now. That's the panel I have right now.
I've
Wow.
never even. Yeah, I can't wait. Never heard of her.
She's got I'm gonna have to go. I was gonna use smaller toned paper, but I'm gonna have to go
hypnotic eyes.
a little bit bigger with the old.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Choose
share
paper that you can sell the original.
That's right. Okay, I didn't do my show until I forgot. So, and I do have stuff. So, those of you guys, there was a big controversy for a long time about what happened to Andy's Green Lantern sketch.
Oh yeah.
I found it.
Oh
Yes.
okay.
And
Wow.
here's the story. Somebody contacted me because I told you I've been posting like original art on my website, right? And someone contacted me about some Justice League pages and wanted to know if I had them. And I went, well, okay, I'll go check. So I'm flipping through, third drawer down in one of my flat files. There's all the Justice League International stuff from DC. And I'm flipping through it, and right in the middle of it was this.
Oh,
How
yeah.
it got there or why it was there, I have no idea. But there it is, Andy,
Well,
your Green Lantern sketch that I promised you.
You probably threw it in that thinking, oh, in this, I want to file it with the other, stuff, the other.
DC stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just bizarre. Also, I want to show this just because when you're a winner, you want to revel in your glory. And as Ethan tries to turn Comicsgate Kings into the new Graybeards, which we just will not allow because there's nothing quite like this show. But I did do this on Ethan's Comicsgate Kings on Monday night.
It's so great. It's so
Fat
great.
Frankenstein.
I love it.
There you go.
Yeah, I do too.
And then in my recreational time, I do stuff like this with Daffy Duck and
Aaron, I think everybody wants to know why you don't draw great stuff like that on Graybeards.
Because I'm hosting. I didn't say a word on Comicsgate Kings. I just had my head down.
I really liked Andy's fat vampire too, though.
Yeah, it was a lot of good pieces.
That was really good.
Graham had a really nice one.
Oh yeah,
it was so disgusting that I think it hurt him in the polls, but it was hilarious. And it was. And then Andy you did that fat Dracula, which I thought was really good. And then Dan, you had the blob, Cecil as the blob.
Cecil as the blob.
That was great, dude. I saw that in color. Holy crap!
Yeah, well, I did it in color. I did.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I'm just saying that was great. That was great.
Thanks.
I think we'll do like this because we're a little bit bigger when I do the layout like this. Okay, so let's get going.
Okay. Showtime.
It is showtime, folks. Let's not delay. Let's get it. We've got the numbers are climbing. If you guys are just getting here, I don't want to embarrass David, but if you're just getting here, David Williams has rejoined the show. He's back and had a very heartfelt commentary at the very beginning of the show. So if you missed the beginning, make sure you go back and watch that at your leisure. But please hit the like and subscribe. It helps this channel grow to epic proportions, whatever that means.
We're not epic yet.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
We're
It's
not
up
epic
to you.
yet.
Hit the like button to make us epic.
That's right. Okay. So, Andy, my first question to you is, you go and see a lot of movies, you and Dennis, and then like you do reviews and stuff.
That's for damn sure.
So what is your latest that you can share with us?
Yeah, well, he's out of town this week, so no movie for the both of us. But tomorrow, and I know you're talking about what we saw. I'm stalling because I'm trying to remember what it was last week. But because that's how my memory is. But I know tomorrow we're going to go see that new movie Novocaine, starring oh God, whose kid is it? Is it Dennis Quaid's kid and Meg Ryan's kid? Jack Quaid, I think.
Oh, really? So
he's in it, and he can't feel pain. He's got that strange disease or whatever you want to call it, where he cannot feel pain. And I think he's a bank teller, and his girlfriend gets kidnapped. This chick he just started dating, so he goes after her, and hilarity ensues because he can't feel pain. There is a great scene, so I can say it because it's in the trailer, and I don't think anything in the trailer obviously counts as a spoiler. In the trailer, he's this guy has him tied up, and he's digging like a screwdriver or something into his thigh, and Jack Quaid's character forgets to react. He's like, and the guy's looking at him like, "Doesn't this hurt?" And he's like, "Oh right, oh ow, oh that's really bad. Oh, that's so bad." It looks good, ultra violent type of thing. So yeah, we'll go see that. I am going to look up. So now I am curious. I honestly. Oh wait, it's coming to me now because we went and saw it at 3 in the afternoon on Thursday because he couldn't see anything later on Thursday. And we saw Mickey 17, the Robert Pattinson movie. Where
okay, give me I've seen trailers for that, and I got I can't figure out what it is.
Well, it obviously takes place in the future, and he's on this ship that is going to try and colonize this ice planet. And in the beginning of the movie, he basically signs up to be a guinea pig from the standpoint of, basically they can photocopy, for lack of a better word, people, right? Somebody created this technology, right? And they were going to dump it because they were for ethical reasons. And then they were like, no, let's do this. If we can do that, we can now have somebody that would volunteer and, go out and basically test stuff. And if they die, it's no big deal because they take their body, put it in a body bag, dump it into like a big furnace, and then they just, make another one. And the person this is what's kind of weird about it. The one they make, so it's Robert Pattinson playing that character, but they retain all the memories from before somehow. So yeah, I know it's cloning, but they didn't really go there calling it that. They literally called it just copying or whatever. But yeah, cloning, I know. So, I mean, the beginning of the movie, the first half or third is good because just the different way he dies and stuff. And then in the trailer, so once again, not a spoiler, what happens is they think he died when he was out. So they make another one of them. And then their original, which is number 17, so not the original, but the 17th one, who they thought was dead, comes back and gets back to his room and everything, and then goes to lay down, and he does, and then number 18 pops up, and he pops up, and you're like, what? So, and each time they come back, the personality is a little different. So, like the number 18 is definitely more of a dick and stuff, whereas number 17 is just kind of like a dork, happy-go-lucky, whatever.
So they have different personalities, basically, or different personality traits.
Yeah, and then Mark Ruffalo plays the bad guy who is basically the rich dude.
He plays himself in real life. He's a bad guy.
Well, that was one of the negatives we had about it, is he just was, it almost looked like he was trying to really push a Trump type character, and it really wasn't working.
Yeah.
But then his wife, played by I think it's Toni Collette, she was fantastic. She played basically another type of snobbish, stuck up, rich type character, but you didn't look at it like a caricature. She's just such a good actress. And she's a better actor than he is. So she was great. And then I just got, after that beginning part of all the setup and stuff, and then burning through the first times he dies and stuff, I got to be honest, I got kind of bored for the last third of it. So
you're not recommending it, is what you're saying?
No, I'd wait. There wasn't anything in it that is like screaming for, I got to see it on the big screen.
I'm trying to think of a movie or story or something where there was something like that, where they made copies of somebody, but it was like a Xerox machine where every copy was worse and worse. But I can't remember what was from.
Wasn't there was a Michael Keaton movie, wasn't
Is
there?
that it? Oh, is that it? Okay.
Wait, what was the? I'm kind of. You don't remember the name though, huh?
Multiplicity?
Oh, God. Well, yeah.
Oh, Multiplicity. Was that it?
Multiplicity.
I think that was.
It ended up being like 5 ones, and they each had kind of different personalities.
Yes, they were all around at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like when you make a copy of a Xerox, and every copy is a little shittier. Keep making it.
Let me get some.
I'm trying to remember what the whole point of that, the Michael Keaton one was.
Hang on a second. Katie. Okay, we already did. Katie did Stealth X5 for $2. Hello, thanks, Stealth. Appreciate it very much. John for $5 without an H. Aaron stuff would look great in just black, solid black room, drum. Okay. Well, you know what? You paid $5 for that, so I won't cannonball you, but still. Yeah, it's just, come on, you got to do better than that. Even for $5, I expect a better joke than that. Waylon Todd for £2. No drama, just cool. Thank you. That's what we're all about, man. We're all about being cool, or at least trying to be. Angela Chocolates Curry for $5. Hail, Graybeards. Great to see you, David. And she's like blowing you kisses. That's very nice.
Oh.
Angela, we haven't seen you that often, so good to see you in the chat. And I can see that the chat likes you too, Angela. Wow.
I keep forgetting where my stupid camera is.
David, we're only getting about a third of your paper on the board.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Anybody remember Dick Tracy, villain who had long fingernails? And I think it was a guy. I remember I used to read Dick Tracy in the newspaper when I was a kid. And there was one villain, after they caught him, Dick Tracy likes to go explain when he's talking about technology and powers and, always describe everything very specifically. And so the guy was talking about his fingernails. He used it as a weapon. And I remember specifically that he said that I don't just let my nails grow long, I also let them grow thick.
I didn't know that was a possibility to say.
Exactly. Even as a kid,
let them grow thick.
like, how do you do that? How do you make your fingernails grow thick? Carbon dioxide says nails woolly.
Nails woolly?
Yeah, that sounds familiar, but I can't remember. So
That's the key.
That's the key is make your fingernails grow thick.
Well, mine are thick and long. They grow fast. Sequential for 10. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Aaron, for the top tier content on Aaron Live last Sunday. It was a good show. Thank you for tuning in. You brought great segments with the Justice League art and Kirby and Chuck Jones features. More, please. I will do my best. Thank you very much for the 10.
Yeah,
I felt
caught some of the Chuck Jones stuff, but you were showing stuff that I'd never seen before. I always appreciate that.
I almost felt guilty that I put when you put Kirby and Chuck Jones on the same show, it's almost like those guys should have their own shows.
That's true.
But it just kind of, I don't know. I was kind of like, ooh, I haven't done Chuck Jones before. And I was doing those Chuck Jones drawings. Like I did the Porky Pig from Friar
yeah.
Tuck, and then this latest one with Daffy Duck. And so I was looking at character sheets and it made me think of Chuck Jones. I was like, and then I found those Grinch Who Stole Christmas character sheets.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen those before.
And the comic strip, I didn't see that either.
Mm-mm.
Angela is yelling at me. She's saying that I missed 2 super chats. Not Aaron. It's Aaron didn't miss the super chats. Angela, I missed the super chats.
I'm not Angela. I think you're higher than a kite because I'm looking at them right now.
Whoa.
And no. Aaron's stuff. Okay, no drama. No. Hail Graybeards, great to see you, David. That was Angela. And she says, she gave me a super chat telling me that I missed a super chat from Nomadaman. And I think you're higher than a kite, sister, because there's nothing.
Sister.
Angela, you're making crap up. Now you have to bring me 2 boxes of chocolates if I go back to SummerCon this year.
You bring up Nomadaman's.
Paulus Art says, to be fair, you both failed. Thank you. We're sharing the.
All right. I'll accept that.
Do you see anything from Nomadaman? I don't see it anywhere. Neil Gravers, great to see you. Okay, we did that. See, this is all just a ploy to keep me from drawing.
That's it. Whatever it takes.
Matthew Muma says, we're already epic. Next step is Omega epic. I'm kind of on board with that.
I don't see Nomadaman.
I don't either. I think Angela is higher than a kite.
You keep saying that.
My dad used to say it to me all the time. You're higher than a kite. I'm like, what? Creative Face says, if you and Gary go to SummerCon, I'll get you guys corn dogs.
I have corn dogs every day. I don't want.
Wow.
Oh, geez.
When
He
he
wants
wants
to
to go to a show, it's like, here's a corn dog. Oh, get it away from me. Unless it's some, special corn dog from that, area that I can't get here, then that would be different.
Is it regional corn dogs?
Yeah, regional. That's the word.
Regional corn dogs. Is that a thing? I mean, is there like? Do you think
Well,
there's
sometimes they're
regional
different. Sometimes they're different, and I'm, I would happily accept a regional corn dog.
So, like, if you went to Italy, they have like Italian corn dogs as opposed to.
Well, it's possible.
Hypothetically,
See, now I want to go to Italy just to.
This-
A theory.
the test out this.
Hypothesis. How do you say that word? Hypothesis.
Yeah. So, Gary, you're here in Italy. What, to see the great art, the legendary food, the amazing women? No, the corn dogs.
I didn't fly here for that. Halfway across the world. I want their corn dogs.
That's right. I've heard tell of them. This is the first time I've ever drawn a woman where I'm struggling with giving her a pretty face. And it's like, what is going on here? The bod.
Well, she's a Dick Tracy character. Maybe she doesn't have a pretty face.
Well, she doesn't. I'm fixing Chester Gould's sort of weird-looking alien broad that he created.
You're fixing it.
Yeah.
Wow. Tough talk. Fixing it.
Well, I mean, some guys are, chick artists and some guys aren't. And Chester Gould was
Not. It's okay.
not
You
the
can say it.
greatest chick artist in the world. Sorry to say it, Chester, or any relative of Chester. Watching.
We should say the Chester estate.
Yeah, the Chester. Everybody watching from the Chester Gould estate.
Yep. Ink on paper. To answer your question, mustard.
Was that corn dog question?
Yep.
I don't understand. I do not understand this whole concept of ketchup on a hot dog in any form.
Oh, I like ketchup on hot dogs.
Do you really?
Yeah.
So lame.
If
I agree.
It's a hamburger thing. It's not a
Yeah,
hot dog.
hamburger for ketchup.
if I have a
Mustard.
choice of lots of extra toppings on a hot dog and ketchup is there, I will utilize it. But it has to have
Yeah, it's not the only thing I'm
other
putting on it.
things.
Dude, I just know it's got to be mustard, and then you can put onions on it. You can put on chili. You can put on pickles, relish, whatever. But you've got.
You sound like Forrest Gump, There's going to be gumbo, corn dog.
More gumbo. Did I say gumbo?
more gumbo.
Heads up, Aaron. Andy's inking already.
Who is?
Andy.
Yeah, but I'm just doing a head and shoulder and a hand. I'm not doing a figure. So that's why.
So Andy's basically like copping out. Is basically.
Oh, shut your hole.
You see, Andy, you had your chance, man. I set you up for the perfect show 2 in a row, and you turned it down.
Well, life happens.
No, wait, hang on a second. Wait a minute.
Into Pants says Andy's just drawing Dennis.
Wait,
I could be.
no, wait a minute. Mustard plus sour coleslaw on a steam. I have never had coleslaw on a hot dog before. But that might be
Coleslaw and chili. That's what goes on a chili dog.
You put coleslaw on it? I've never done that.
If it's a chili dog, yeah.
No, if you have a chili dog, right, and you're gonna put if there's not onions in the chili, you put onions on top of that. Now, do you ever put mustard on that with the chili?
No.
On a corn dog?
It's really good on a hot dog, like a chili dog, and then you put mustard on it.
On a hot dog. Yes.
Very good, surprisingly good. I don't know. Someone said you got to try this once. I go, that's disgusting. And I tried it, and I was like, it works.
Sauerkraut, Mike.
Yes.
Where'd he go, Mike? Mike TV Dub. I agree. Sauerkraut.
But just ketchup
Rocky
doesn't.
McCobb also agrees sauerkraut.
But just the ketchup is my problem.
Does anyone ever eat sauerkraut by itself, but
No.
except for on a hot dog?
Well, you
Or
mean
like if you have German food, you eat sauerkraut?
yes, because you know what? We actually had food in Germany, and
Oh, you told me you fasted the whole time you were there. Duh. Of course you had food when you were in Germany.
no. I said I didn't have any.
What?
I didn't have any beer when I was there.
That
Graham,
seems like a
Nolan,
crime.
and Shelley drank all the beer.
What about Julie? She didn't drink any?
Did she? Yeah, Julie had some, but it was kind of Graham and Shelley were just oh, let me try that one. Let me try that one. Let me try that one.
So what did you eat sauerkraut with in Deutschland?
Well, it came as a side dish, right? But it was like there was more seasoning in it and more flavor to it. It wasn't quite as strong.
Authentic German sauerkraut as opposed to
Right, something you buy in a jar in Safeway.
in America, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't as sour, and it was milder in that regard, but it was very tasty. So yes, that would be the case that I ate it as a side dish. So
Is there a hidden meaning in this? Rocky McCobb says in Germany they gave me a long sausage and a very short bread.
I don't know.
David,
Huh?
you can interpret that for us.
I didn't hear what you said. I was drawing.
Oh, never mind.
He said this long sausage and a short bun. Does that mean anything other than
No comment.
Campfire.
carbon dioxide for $2? Says Zach's Shack on Hawthorne and PDX for a good hot dog. Zach's Shack. How far do I have to go down?
Yeah, you have to go to Hawthorne, though. That's the catch.
Well, I go down there quite often because Excalibur Comics is down there.
You still go down there?
I do occasionally, and they have a great food truck park right there. You know where that Burgerville is, Gary? If you can think back to the good old days on Hawthorne Boulevard, like 4 or 5 blocks from the river, so not like too far east.
Yeah, I don't know that neighborhood very well. When I did visit that comic book shop, I got out of there too sweet.
Well, it's not any better now. But there's a nice little food truck court there on the north side of Hawthorne, and then that Burgerville is on the south side, and it's only like probably 4 blocks from Martin Luther King Boulevard. They're right by the river, so you don't have to go that far east. Now, this place he's talking about would be my guess is probably way farther east.
Okay.
There's actually a Powell's bookstore on Hawthorne. I don't know if you knew that. I just found that out recently.
No.
It's way down there.
Fairly recent?
Recently, because there's another comic shop over by Clinton Street Theater where they used to play. Excuse me. They used to play oh God, what was the name of that movie? The Rocky Horror Picture Show every midnight. They used to play at the Clinton Street Theater when I was growing up. And
a little heads up to people who aren't familiar with Portland. If you want to experience the heart of liberal darkness, go into a Powell's bookstore.
Go into what?
Powell's bookstore.
It is. We used to go there as kids, and Old Man Powell would work. He was still there. And
Old Man Powell.
Old Man Powell. And that's what we call it. He was so grouchy. He made me look like a fun person.
Oh, God.
Old Man Powell.
It's intense.
Well, he's a lib. He's got, they're naturally grumpy.
But nobody really.
Hold on, Aaron. I need to interrupt you. Angela's yelling at me again. So
why is Angela so pissed off today?
Says more super chats.
She's like that page in David's Fearsome which you'll find a link in the description of this video, by the way. They'll take you right to that campaign where he thinks he's seeing stuff, but he's not really seeing stuff. Let's see what Leg Kick for $5 says, here's a super chat you missed, Aaron, because I just put it up. See, that's BS, man.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Angela for $2 says, Aaron, please check your DMs. Lol. Okay. You guys understand it's Gary's responsibility to tell me about this stuff. It's not my. I'm drawing Gary's job. Gary's job. His only job
is to monitor the chat.
Okay, so there we go. Super.
I've been watching Andy draw this hand, and I'm missing it.
All right. Stealth X1 job. Hang on a second. Stealth X5 for $2. He gives us an apple.
This is a tradition.
A banana. Looks like toasted cheese. What is that? Is that a pot? Is that like beef stew in a pot? What is that?
Can't tell.
And then the popcorn, butter, salt, and a beer to wash it down with. I want to know what's in that pan, though, Stealth. That's what I can't tell. It looks like Ziggy. Remember that cartoon, Ziggy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's in the frying pan.
Ziggy in a frying pan.
So I'm not sure that's actually a good read on it.
There's Ziggy. I'm going to fry him up.
Ollie says that's a wok. Okay. It's a little Chinese food with a wok in there. Okay.
All right. Yeah, so in the paint says ramen.
Okay. I didn't see any like lines like noodles separating in there, so I had no idea. Creative Face said Gary lives under the bus? What does that even mean?
Well, they're claiming you're throwing me under the bus, but I'm already there.
All right, hang on.
Swine.
That's one thing David missed was the first appearance of the Gary Puppet Show.
I watched
Gen X Catholic. Gen X Catholic says, I thought Gary's job was to bust balls.
Well, that, but also to keep an eye on that. You get too carried away with the ball busting and you don't pay attention to the chat. That's the problem.
Yep, that's true.
All right, guys, we're over 300. As it's funny how this show goes. As the longer it goes on, the more people get sucked into it. So please hit the like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Appreciate that very much.
Well, it's like a train wreck. They can't look away, you know.
I know.
Yeah. We challenge you to tune in and then try to turn it off.
They're like, I cannot believe how bad this show is. It's a disaster. Oh, the pain. Let me look forward.
When someone says check your DMs, are they talking about Twitter or are they talking about Facebook? Probably Twitter, right? Because no one uses Facebook anymore, do they?
I do.
Probably.
Facebook is so. I mean, I don't. You can put up something, you get 2 or 3 likes on it. It's like, no, it's worthless, you know.
Oh my gosh! Look at Angela. Does Angela have a wrench, Gary? Can you tell? Would you look and see if she has a wrench?
Yeah, she does.
Why?
Okay. Well, because she's being way too responsible to not have a wrench. Here's what she sent me in the DMs. This is like I'm proving this to you, but there it is. Nomadaman for $5. I'm late, catching up. Welcome back, David. Much love.
I did
took a screenshot to prove you missed it.
I did not see that.
I went and checked,
and I didn't see it.
It's not in my super chat list. So for some reason, Nomadaman was not getting super chats through.
Angela, you might have photoshopped that.
It could be fake. The whole thing could be fake. Waylon Todd for £5. That means he's across the pond.
Angela's yelling again.
Oh my gosh. It is true when EVS not snorting into his mic, then moan about others' mics. This is cool to listen to, and no peds say Uncle E. I have no idea what that means.
Andy, can you translate?
No, I was listening and I'm like, what?
He says it's true. When EVS is not snorting into his mic, he then moans about other people snorting into their mics. This is cool to listen to. And no, he's referring to our show as cool to listen to. And no peds say Uncle E. I don't know what the peds mean. And I probably don't want to know, but thank you, Wayland. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you, Wayland, for your cryptic message.
Yeah.
I just heard we're cool. I mean, that's it. I never
Yeah.
been cool before.
Tune out after that.
I know.
Well, Aaron, heads up. David's been inking for a while now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And he drew something a lot harder than I did.
No, people don't understand the responsibility I have of hosting the show.
I mean, Gary's doing all the heavy lifting. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm constantly checking up on Gary because he's not doing his job.
Yeah, that's true.
Give him a raise.
I'm looking at what David is doing, and I kind of have an idea what it is, but I'm not going to say it because I could be way off.
What he's going to do is he's going to get this channel struck, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Rand Arrington. Woo! Rand, thank you so much. 1999. Appreciate that. Welcome back, Brohawk. He says, hey, Gary, when can I get my artwork inked?
Right to the point.
He private messaged me and sent me all these. I can't even describe them. Extremely realistic artwork. And then, asked me to ink it.
After all the nice things David said
Yeah,
at the beginning
after
of the
my
show.
beef last week, he was sticking it to me. That's what that's about.
Well, you were complaining about people sending you artwork and asking you to ink it for free, right? Isn't that the reference?
Yeah, but it wasn't just. It was highly detailed.
I'm still not seeing the problem considering half the stuff you show. Hey guys, look at my Frankenstein. I'm doing over Bernie Wrightston.
Well, see, that was a commission. Rand is wanting the discounted rate.
Here now, Angela sent me this too. So Nomadaman for $5 says tap tap. Is this thing on?
Okay, didn't see that one either.
Yeah,
Nope,
so
neither did I.
there's something going. I'm gonna have to go and check and see if Nomadaman is blocked because I don't see him. I don't even see him in the chat regularly.
I don't either. I haven't seen. No matter when, could you post something, just a comment in the chat?
And then Angela can yell at us when we don't see it.
Just say hi.
Now, Matthew Muma has got my back, and I appreciate this. Katie, you should pay attention. He says, you're doing great, Aaron, and Gary needs to step it up. Thank you very much. That's right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Swine.
Gary doesn't appreciate that, but I do.
Wait, does Gary have the power over his puppet?
No, I
But
do.
Aaron knows what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
I have all the power.
The power of the puppet.
What is that? Is that the He-Man where I have the power or no?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Is
The
that what it is?
greatest.
Okay.
No, Madam, have you posted something? Chat, help us out. Has he posted something? Because I haven't seen it.
I have the power.
There's the power of Greystoke, right? Isn't that what it is?
No.
Not Greystoke. Great
Nicholas
Stone.
Pierce says he posted. Can you see it? No, I have not seen it.
Gray Skull. Gray Skull, isn't it?
Grayskull, that's what it is.
Yes.
No, Madaman, I don't know what to tell you.
Woody Drake says he said hi, Gary. No, haven't seen it.
It's not showing up.
So, okay,
Which
no matter what,
means-
send us a massive super chat, and that'll prove.
Shoot over a couple $100. Let's see if we can see that one.
Yeah.
Yes. We are corrupt here.
I think that wasn't someone complaining about this problem that if you're watching on YouTube or something, or if you have to have it turned on to something.
Well, what's he watching on? Do we know?
That's true. Well, he couldn't be sending it on like Twitter or anything because you don't have the option to send in super chats, so it has to be on YouTube.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's got to be YouTube. Yeah. You must have
Rocky
blocked.
Top says $50. I don't believe it, Rocky, but thank you. Sorts of strange things going. Yeah. So Angela, I guess yell at us if there's something else from Nomadman that we're not seeing.
Yeah, some. I'm not seeing it either.
All right.
Mike, TV Dub says that he thinks I'm pulling your leg.
No,
I'm actually, that I do see it, and I'm not. What? Why would I do that?
we're both pulling your leg because I don't see it either.
Yeah, what would it be in it for me to claim I don't see it?
And it would be awesome if I didn't spend all my time looking for it and spent more time drawing. Might be.
Aaron, do you have the technology to check to see if he's blocked?
I do, but that would mean I would have to quit drawing. Yeah.
I think to clear up this, because he's been super chatting, I think he deserves to know if he's been blocked or not.
The question is, did he make an enemy out of one of our wrenches? That's kind of the question, isn't it?
Well, first check to see if he's been blocked.
Okay, I have to jump through some hoops here. So, Gary, entertain us with stories of your youth.
Stories of my youth.
What was the Great Depression like?
Yeah, well, tell us about.
Yeah, I wasn't depressed. I had a great childhood. My parents would
tell us about Tina.
Let me run amok during the day, and then I just have to come in for lunch and dinner. And aside from that, they had no idea where I was.
You need to tell us about Tina, but go next level this time.
Embellish the story a little bit. Yeah.
No, I think that story speaks for itself. If somebody wants to hear that story, they should go back a couple episodes. I don't want to tell it again because it wears me out.
It wears me out.
He's traumatized from it.
I can feel the sting of her slap and the stabbing pain of her pencil in my back every time I think about it. So no, I'm not going to tell that story again.
She broke his heart. It's your first love.
Well, no, I spurned her.
She was he was her first love, I think, right?
Yeah.
And
okay, how should I have said it if somebody that you are absolutely don't want to have anything to do with asks to be your girlfriend? Is there any nice way of saying no?
No.
Probably, but I don't know what it would be.
Well, I mean, whatever you did, you spurned her to stab you in the back with a pencil, so it couldn't have been very nice.
Wow.
No, I thought about it, and I just said, no thanks. And it was like, like when you hear like a gnat flying, you have this knee-jerk reaction of lashing out. Well, that's what she did with her pencil. Her wrath was instant.
Now, here's something. I still haven't found the thing where you can find out if people are blocked or not, but I did find out what our demographics are. Are you guys ready for this?
Sure.
Yep.
25 to 34 years old, 4% of our audience.
Well, that makes sense.
35 to 44 years old, that's 32% of our audience. Now,
1/3.
45 to 54, that's where the meat and potatoes is. 46% of our audience.
That's the sweet spot.
And 55 to 64, which is just about everybody on this show,
True.
is 18%. So,
all right.
And nobody over 65 years or older is watching. Now, I know that's a lie because Past Master Dan is watching, isn't he? Actually, I don't know that he's that old. I'm sorry.
I don't think he's
feel
that
bad
old.
that I even said that now.
You're just assuming he is.
No, I that was just kind of
I
me.
think he's
taking a
about our
shot at
age. I
Past
think he's
Master
about our
Dan.
age.
Yeah, I feel bad now because I was kind of taking a shot at him. Like, that wasn't very nice. I apologize, Past Master.
But based on those stats, we have more geezers watching than young punks.
Yeah. It's not even close.
So we should get some sponsorship like Metamucil or something like that. We could.
I think
All diapers.
No,
Yeah.
see, we need to cater to the young folk to bump up that audience. It's just like we should, like drink from juice boxes and wear our hats backward.
Yeah.
I wear an old guy's hat though. So that, of course,
That's the problem. You got to wear it backwards. So you put it on
I
backwards.
see. Yeah. Okay. Latest comments, channel analytics, top videos.
People in the chat are announcing their age. That you're just a bunch of young punks.
That's what we want. We want youth, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I can't. No, madam,
to me, anybody in their 50s is a young punk.
No, madam, and I can't find. I know there's a list in there of like people that are blocked and things like that, but I have not been able to locate it. So I will check for you though after the show when I have a little more time, and I'm not, responsible for completing a drawing.
Aaron, I'm sorry, I need to interrupt you.
Yes.
Wizard Sleeves is in the chat, and he says, "Hail to all my Comicsgate beardos."
Oh,
Cool.
That's very sweet.
And he says,
Wait,
"Yeah,
and he's got a little bit of facial hair.
He's 52."
goatee, close enough.
Now, Wizard Sleeves, does he still confound you, Gary? Are you still confused by all this?
Yes.
Yes.
Has he ever offered an explanation to this
No.
mysterious name of his?
So the legend continues. I'm
Yes.
still wondering.
But he can't tell us because then the legend is no longer a legend.
That's right.
The mystery is on.
No mystery.
Because it could be. You could claim wizard thoughts, or I don't know. No, see, sleeves, that's attached to a garment.
Yes.
Wizard pockets, I don't know. I'm stretching here. Wizard sleeves, yeah. See, that's the best one.
Well, I see. I don't understand what the confusion is for you, because all you have to do is like look at any sort of Frank Bruner comic from the 70s, and like half of his characters have wizard sleeves. The big open baggy wizard sleeves.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's naming himself after part of a garment. So it could be wizard collar or wizard. I don't know.
Well, you got all your cool stuff in the sleeves,
Right. Exactly. I mean,
Wizard belt loop.
Yeah, but there's nothing interesting about a wizard. There's something unique about a wizard's sleeves. That's the whole point.
Yeah, you got all those potions and all kinds of stuff to throw at people, and
Yeah.
And he's got like
and your book. You could put a whole book in his wizard sleeve.
Yeah. See, I don't know why you don't understand that, Gary. It seems so.
Say you're not helping. None of this helps me. And
Why
the
not?
chat the chat's piling on too.
Well, I think you're unnecessarily confused.
I'm over analyzing, but that's normal for me.
The great thing about this character is the costume is about as simple as
Just a little tight dress.
yeah, pretty much, and like kind of
My
like
mind.
sexy little
Oh, I like that.
boots or something.
Aaron, I just got a glimpse of that S curve leg.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, don't get too excited now.
Yeah. He's a monster says, and only Gary will know this. How many times have you looked in the mirror and wondered, are you getting lead poisoning slowly?
What is that? What is? See, I don't know what that. Now that I don't know what that
That's
means.
from Tina's pencil.
Oh, I see. Well,
See,
you know,
I can blame all my mental
Deficiencies.
shortcomings on Tina's pencil.
yeah, but the reality is that's not lead; it's graphite. So you really can't get lead.
Well, I won't give you the date of when I was backstabbed with a pencil, but back then I think it was lead.
that would have been like Pilgrim settlement days. When they're shooting off of lead plates and everybody's
What's your point?
crazy.
So the deadly poison has been slowly working its way closer and closer to your
Yeah.
heart. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Like
That's
kind of like
kinda what-
Frodo in the ring, or the when he was stabbed by the wraith,
Yeah.
the wraiths, and
I think you're onto something, Dan.
yeah. It was she had a poisoned pencil, I think. It wasn't just some ordinary pencil, Gary. It was dipped in poison.
Tarantula's venom, probably.
There you go.
Well, remember, the lead broke off in my back, and I had to go to the nurse to have it removed.
Oh my God! What grade was this?
It's like fifth grade.
Jeez Louise, man! Just say yes next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if I had any idea what I was getting myself into, I would have, changed seats or something.
But here's the question, Gary. Now we all had friends and or let me put it this way, acquaintances. How would that be? That we went to grade school with, and they ended up being the same junior high, then they ended up being the same high school. So did you ever have any conversations or any sort of communication with her after this event, like later in high school or anything?
I never had any conversations with her before the event.
That was the problem.
Oh, so this completely came out of nowhere, is what you're saying. I mean,
I was completely surprised by it. Did that girl just stab me in the back with her pencil?
Completely surprised by it. That's great.
Teacher, we have a little incident here. Wizard Sleeves is asking, is that an iron butterfly in my hat? No, it is not. It's a moth symbol.
Iron butterfly. That's the that was a rock.
Aficionados out there know what this is.
Inagata Davida, man. Iron butterfly.
It's a.
Inagata Davida.
I'll give you a hint. It was created by. Yes, Past Master Dan is correct. Moth with a skull in it. It was created by Steve Rude. Death's Head Moth. Bloody Drake got it correct.
Like Death's Head Moth. Mothman. Mothman was created by. Right?
The Moth.
Oh, the Moth. Okay.
The Moth, yeah. And okay, Bull Durham is claiming I missed a super chat. I don't think I did. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my
I apologize to Randy. And
if I was Trump, I'd be going, "You're fired."
See, I was.
Bull Durham for $1.99 says, "I'm 70, but I'm usually looking. I'm 70. Wait a minute. I'm 70, but I'm us usually looking." Bull, what are you telling me?
70, but I'm
70, but I'm
unusually looking.
But I'm
unusually looking.
Unusually,
I think is a typo. I'm unusually looking. That still doesn't.
Yeah. Bull, you're gonna have to work on that, man. We're confused. Randy Howell, all the way from Canada for $2. Andy's flat top is giving us bedroom eyes.
Yeah, he is. Backstage, like,
He's looking directly at you. Randy Howell, I don't understand your comment here. You have to actually, you can't type in $50 super chat. You actually have to send the $50.
What?
Well, he thought you weren't paying attention. Maybe you kind
Yeah,
of.
Randy, are you new to this whole chat thing? Have you ever done it before?
Oh, Randy's never gone over $2. I don't think that's.
And as Master Dan is yelling at me, super chat. Have I missed another one?
Oh my gosh!
Are you guys messing with me?
No, hang on a second.
Wait a second, though. If
You're saying that
they can see them, but you're not, that doesn't. They can't be blocked then, because how would they see them?
That's true.
What is going on here? Okay. No, okay, so I had Waylon Todd, right? We did the
Glitch is saying that Nomada Man sent $50. Super chat.
Angela Curry for $2 says, I DM'd the other one too, Aaron, but I thought I got both of them, but
Gary, can you open another window and check on YouTube itself and see if you can see him that way? Or
Yeah, Gary. Do that.
All right. Well, I will do that. Hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on. I will.
Don't feel like you don't have to help or anything on the show.
Well, that's
Don't
not in my.
contribute.
That's not in my job description.
You
Okay,
know
I'm
what?
going to
Here it
YouTube.
is. I found it. I found the.
Oh, did you?
Well, Angela sent it to me.
Oh, okay.
So you didn't find anything.
So this is kind of a long way to get your super chat read, but gosh darn it, that's what we're here for. We will go the extra mile if something weird's going on, which apparently it is.
All right.
Okay, Nomadaman for $50.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Nomadaman. Yeah, in the there it is.
He says,
Can you see it,
"Witness."
Aaron?
No, I can't. But I got the one from Angela that Angela sent me. It says,
Oh,
"Witness
that's it.
me."
Yeah, I'm looking at it on the channel.
Not now, but maybe later. Enjoy the show. Hail Aaron, Brohawk, Gary, Dan, Andy in the chat. P.S. I nominate Angela Curry for Super Wrench.
She has one.
But he wants her to have a super wrench.
Oh,
what's a super wrench?
I don't even know what that is.
There isn't. It's just kind of because she's doing such a great job.
Oh, I see. Okay.
See, you get it, Gary? You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
Thank you,
Yes,
Nomadaman.
for some reason,
50 big
we
ones. That's
can't
amazing.
see Nomadaman's super chats from our feed. We can't see it.
I don't understand. I got everybody else's, I think.
See, Angela. Wow. Angela is already volunteering to replace me.
Let's see. Aaron, if you need me to replace Gary, just let me know.
Oh,
Hey, Angela, there it is. All right. Yeah, and Dino Palazzo is like, wrench me, I'll ban you all. That's what I'm afraid of. That's why I will not give you a wrench.
Yeah, we don't just hand wrenches out willy-nilly. Willy or nilly.
Right.
right.
Neither one is very trustworthy.
Or haphazard.
That's another good word. I like that. Haphazardly. She said she'd miss Gary's beef. Speaking of which, Stealth X5 for $2. When are you adding memberships? I'm working on getting it figured out. Okay, I'm right there. I'm on the doorstep. We're knocking on the door of it.
I, on the other hand, have added memberships to my channel, so go check it out and join.
Yeah,
Do you?
Yeah, I just did.
How much is it?
A few days. Well, there's 3 different levels, so there's
Yeah.
$2.99. I mean, you can
tell.
charge whatever, but I kind of was being a newbie at it. I was kind of going by YouTube's advice on how to do it and stuff.
Okay.
Well, now you have to give like special content, though, right?
Yeah, but they give tips different. I mean, I had ideas of stuff anyhow, but then once I got into doing it, it was like, here's some different ideas, and I was like, oh. But yeah.
So, like, I could do like a secret Graybeards episode that only members could see.
Yes.
Like Gary and I might do a corn dog eating contest, and that will be like members only.
Yeah, and then it would be quickly preceded by a vomiting contest.
And see, now I'm getting some ideas, Gary. Getting some ideas.
Yeah, the first annual projectile vomiting contest. Who can vomit a corn dog the furthest? See,
Or the other end, you
If it
know.
was fair, I would watch that.
Dan, you'd have to keep it clean, Dan. There's kids watching.
Well,
it's all natural.
not going by what you just read off.
I know. Actually, I just shot that down, didn't I, by telling us our demographic. There are no kids.
Hey, wait a second. Now that I know the demographic, I don't have to hold back anymore.
That's right. Well, there's 15% though. There's still.
No.
Clean up your
Aaron,
language.
Yes.
Only 3 years of streaming and still can't figure out how to do it, according to John Beatty.
Beatty, Look at your comments mean nothing to me if you won't come on this show.
What did John say?
Well, wait a minute. Everybody in the chat has not been on the show.
Yeah, but Beatty could be on this show.
There it is. Only
still can't figure it out.
I love John.
John, you know what John says? John says, "I want to get paid." Like what is that?
Well, see, that should motivate you to, put some effort into the sketch and make it an actual drawing, and then do what Aaron does. Then you turn around and sell it.
That's right, John. And you would sell
into
it.
it. But then you
And
said
also,
do what Aaron does.
Wait a minute now, John. I don't know if you watched the episode. Was it last week we talked about the Mount Rushmore of inkers? And Gary had you on his Mount Rushmore of inkers.
Yeah, so did I.
And yeah, now Dan's of course joining in. But see,
John has a good answer to your question.
okay. John says I can't go on a show that doesn't know how to run a stream.
It's funny. John's been on my show a couple times. So
oh my gosh.
Okay.
Thanks a lot,
Okay.
John. Appreciate it. I thought we were tight, man. Wow.
I've known him longer.
Okay, now Bull Durham for $1.99 says it was a typo. He says his Parkinson's is acting up. I don't know if he's being serious or not. Meant lurking. Let's go back and revisit that.
Yeah, we have to reread his comment. Lurking.
If I can find it. Now let's look at now I'm under pressure because John's watching and he's watching me screw it up. I'm 70, but I'm usually lurking. Okay.
He got it.
Lurks. I get it. Okay.
Is he leering too, or just lurking?
Well, he only admitted to lurking.
Okay.
Stealth for another two.
Danny, I think you might be onto something. The lurking and looking, I think that you cross those two and you come up with leering.
Yeah, you might be onto something. Stealth X5 for $2 says, "This is my favorite show of the week." Thank you, Stealth. You hear that, John? Favorite show of the week.
You know what? He just sent me a private message and said, he sent me a private message just now and said, what I meant to say, but I hit send too fast was besides the Dennis and Andy show. I appreciate that, buddy.
John Beatty, of course, no, he's getting into it. Are most guys who wear hats on streams bald? I am, and that's why I wear a hat so you don't get a glare.
John knows I am. His girlfriend was the first one to ever shave my head.
What?
Yeah,
over at his house.
What? Does John know this?
Yeah, he was there. It was his idea.
Okay, all right.
I perfected the comb over.
Yeah,
you did. Well, I mean, your hair looks very full, and we've seen it when it's not combed over.
Right, exactly. It's from the back. From the back, yes.
I thought I was bald until I saw Dan without his comb over.
I know. It's like Destro or whatever that character was.
That's why he's got that hefty beard going. It's kind of like a reaction to.
Hey, when you get older, you got to grow wherever you got it. You know.
There's some truth.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I was keeping it clean. It's you were the one who's.
What? What are you guys talking?
Gary was laughing at it.
Will you guys stop it? John Beatty's in the show, or in the chat. How are we going to get him on the show if you guys keep acting like this?
All right, Gary, keep it clean.
Okay.
Queen Mickey finally shows up. Thanks, Queen Mickey. Hail bald beards. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, David has hair. Andy doesn't. Dan faking it. I don't know what Gary's got. I was shocked to find out he had red hair. Do you still have that picture from you in high school, by the way? Handy.
Really? Want me to show that again?
Yeah, David wants to see it. He couldn't believe it when I told him you look like Richie Cunningham.
What? I don't
red hair. It's a shocker. You've got to see it.
Okay, hold on.
He's a babe magnet back then.
And those of you who have joined late, yes, David Williams is back and better than ever. So,
oh yeah, he is. Look what he's doing. He's doing color now.
What? He's bringing it.
He wants to just crush us in his
return. Look at Beatty talking trash. Says Gary uses the show for nap time. Oh my God.
Damn.
That's why I miss the super chat.
Yeah.
Swine.
I
Just
Well,
called
you gotta, you know,
John Beatty, the anchor on your Mount Rushmore of anchors. You just called him a swine. It's terrible.
Gary,
All right.
Mount Rushmore's 4 people. Who else was on it?
Senate, Terry Austin,
Oh, yeah,
and
Senate.
who was the other one, Aaron?
Was it? It was Scott Williams, wasn't it? Maybe.
No.
Klaus.
No.
Boland.
Palmer?
No, Boland didn't count.
No, Bowen doesn't count.
All right, David, look at your
Oh
screen.
my God! You know what though? Is that Gary or Ron Howard? Gary, did you try out for Andy Griffith's show and not get it?
That's almost Chinese red hair.
That I know.
It's orange.
You know what that smile? That smile is hiding the pain of a pencil graphite stuck in his back.
That's it.
That's
Gary's
right.
new pimp name is Ginger Snaps.
Hiding the pain.
Stealth X5 for 20. Thank you, Stealth. It's good to see David back. Indeed, it is. Thank you for that.
Yes, it is.
So this is why Tina fell in love, obviously, with this guy.
Yeah, well, with shocking red hair like that, how could she not? Blue Boy Comics says, "Hey, David, welcome back, and my support for you and your work will continue. Late to the show, but happy you're here with us." Fire.
Thank you.
Queen Mickey says, "Lead Man." That's a new character.
Lead man.
A lot of people are going howdy doody. They're dropping the howdy doody on you, Gary.
Yeah, that's I had the freckles.
Wow.
I think it's what's my beef time. They're piling on me, so I need to give it back.
All right. It's time, folks. Let me run the little intro here for our favorite segment of the show. What's Gary's beef?
What's Gary's beef?
All right. Go ahead, Gary. What's on your mind today?
I was watching the telly the other day, and they were advertising.
What are you from England?
Wait, what did you just say? The telly?
The telly.
Okay.
I get it, Gary. We're
Advertising,
sophisticated, unlike those other guys.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to class up the joint a little bit with the.
With the telly. Okay.
They were advertising a news service. You guys probably have heard of this. It's Newsmax.
Yes.
Okay. And at the end of their commercial, they end it with Newsmax, real news for real people. It's like, okay, time out. Does that mean that robots and cyborgs aren't allowed to watch this Newsmax?
Yes.
It's for people? I mean, did you have to be that specific? And then it reminded me, like around here, I don't know if it's just a Northwest thing, but it's businesses use that phrase. There's a bank not too far from where I live. It's a credit union. It's called, get this, the People's Bank.
Oh, that sounds commie.
Whoa, the People's Bank. Does The Rock own it? People's Elbow.
So they don't accept money from, primates or cats or hedgehogs or anything like that.
That's right.
So basically what you're
They
saying
only
is
allow money from people. But isn't that a contradiction? Isn't that like, aren't banks like evil capitalism? So would communists even use a bank?
wow.
That's Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders probably does.
The
No,
question
I think he tucks his cash under the mattress.
Oh, damn it. You beat
How
me
can
to
it be
it.
a
Yeah.
communist bank? I mean, isn't that a contradiction?
It's
And
like
the other one,
it's like a communist restaurant or something, Like
Yeah.
There's no
so
food in it.
the one, my favorite is not too far from where I live, the People's Church.
Hmm.
So absolutely no hedgehogs are allowed to worship here.
So really, what your point is that they're overstating the obvious, or
Why are they qualifying it that you have to be a human being to worship at a church?
or use a bank?
Will someone please explain that to me?
Well, there's the lowly people, and this is just the common people probably like
Right.
the everyday people. Then they got the church is very sophisticated for people with
If you say you're watching the telly, that's who they want using a bank.
that's too. That's the ordinary bank. There's another one with the people who say telly, and
I'm sorry, that's too much Monty Python. So please, no more commie banks or banks that exclude any kind of bovine or
That's right.
Well, that's kind of
or lizards or fowl or what's a horse?
oh,
A horse.
What category are they in?
I don't know.
What's a
Equestrian.
equestrian?
Yeah, please give me a break.
Yeah, because
I think it's more social class. So when you have the ordinary peoples, then you have the
But I mean,
wine
something
and,
an example, a church.
like the wine and cheese crowd.
Churches don't do anything just like one person decides to name it the People's Church. They had to have a meeting.
Well, but the bigger question, Gary, is
a crowd of people had to sign off on that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's call this the People's Church.
The question, of course, it begs the question: what other classifications are there that maybe we're not aware of that they're referring to? I mean,
must have had a run of skunks or something that they.
Is this ignorance on our part?
But then they're assuming that animals can read.
Well, now wait a minute. Much like what I'm drawing right now, is what if they're representing aliens as well as part of the culture?
That's what
I hadn't thought of aliens
because that's come out a lot in government testimony that
I have not thought about aliens trying to worship at that church and they
or go to the bank or watch Newsmax.
Are aliens sinful too? Don't they need Jesus like everybody else?
But you don't know how they're going to act.
But they're aliens.
That's the problem, right? You don't know if they're going to come in and like disintegrate everybody. Or if
so
it's
they're just they're just planning ahead, making sure.
Right. It's a cautionary tale, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, okay, that's a good explanation.
Thank you. That's what I'm here for.
They're planning ahead.
I want to go that extra mile. I want to go that extra mile for John Beatty so that he knows that this is a professionally run show.
Okay. So if it's like aliens that look like humans,
they're not welcome.
They're not welcome.
Right.
I've never seen it. I've seen a lot of sci-fi films and never saw any alien with a Bible. So
yep.
I'm pretty sure that they are not believers.
Sometimes aliens want to fit in.
John Beatty says, David, welcome back, brother.
Thank you. Love you. Appreciate you and your patience.
That's right. He's waiting on a commission from you, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Rocky McCobb. Now he's going next. The People's Temple. Isn't that what Jim Jones' thing was called? Wasn't that?
Was it?
I don't remember.
So then they have like the People's Kool-Aid. I mean, this is getting. We got to be careful here.
Yeah. Randy Howell says I'm a member of the Temple of the Perpetual Corn Dog.
Mm-hmm.
But see, we don't we don't qualify who's allowed.
Is it more of a secret society type thing?
Well, what if you're handicapped and you need, like a seeing eye dog or, something like that? My church would allow that.
Randy Howell says the People's Court. There's another one.
Oh.
Yeah, see, right.
Judge
So,
Wapner.
Yeah, the hedgehogs like to sue each other, so it's only for people.
Maybe they just mean like that people mean the average person. Like, like an aristocrat wouldn't be considered part of the people.
That's what I was trying to say.
If you have money, you're not a human being. Is that what you're saying?
They didn't say human being. They said the people.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The common people versus,
Doesn't say, no, common is not in there.
Well, if it's implied, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's implied, yeah.
So it's also implied that if you're rich, you're snob?
Oh, look at Old Dirty Fat. He says, if Gary's story went any longer, I would have drank the Kool-Aid. Oh,
I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm perplexed. I'm just as confused as Wizard Sleeves.
All right, hang on a second. See, John is spreading misinformation. He says 174 people watching this. What the F? We have over 400 people watching right now on different platforms, John. So don't
all over the world.
So
and most of them are on his OnlyFans.
Yeah.
You'd know that if you subscribe to it.
So is John saying that's more than he thought or less than he thought?
Well, it's probably thought it was more, and I just want him to know that it's way more than he thought. Way more.
Hey, have people in the chat shout out where they're from. If they're from another country.
Or if they're from another planet. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be even more interesting.
Yeah. Admit if you're an alien.
Yeah, you got nothing to lose.
Yeah, so we can send Tom Homan your way.
Damn.
David gets in a dam. We've been waiting for that.
Glitch says England. D. Robinson says Yukon, Canada.
Oh, boy.
Into Pants, UK.
Look at that.
Gen X
Playing up
Catholic
links
says,
for you to watch.
Gen X Catholic says Uranus.
I knew that was coming.
That's pretty far.
So
Pretty deep.
Oh damn.
Did I kill the show?
Yeah, I think so. It's over.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Nobody can follow that.
Yeah, it's just like you only have to say one thing and show's over.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. I have a way of just causing calamity and disaster.
Exactly.
Wherever you go.
973 Sandman says Italy.
All the way from Italy? Wow.
Ooh, yeah.
My ancestry comes from Italy.
And they love toast there.
Yeah, they do. Or so I'm told. I've actually never been.
That's
So
surprising.
we gotta draw a lot better if you get someone here from Italy,
Yeah, I was going to say. Well, David and I are on the trail of some Spanish guys. So
Yeah,
that's
they're good.
close.
They're good too. Yeah.
It's close.
So Randy Howe says that he's from Canada.
Yep.
Yeah, he's all the way
He arrived in a rocket ship from Krypton. Yeah, so
he's a double alien, at least from our perspective.
He's a double alien. Yep. So you're not allowed at the People's Church, Randy.
Oh.
Or you can't watch Newsmax.
Now, Brian, tell me you don't watch the show without telling me you don't watch the show. He says, Dan is drawing on paper today. What happened to his computer? Dan, do you want to address that?
It broke.
What? I always draw on paper.
I know. That's my point.
He always draws on paper.
Yes, Brian.
Except, well, you know what? Last on the Graybeards, I did digitally. The Comics Gate Kings, I did.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what show is this?
Beatty, if you're going to be this abusive in the chat, you have to come on the show.
That's
it says
what I'm
3
laughing at.
hours. Does Gary and Aaron use a urine bottle or a diaper? Okay, first of all, it's only been 2 hours, John.
Yeah, so I can
I mean,
hold.
what's the
John,
answer?
come on. To be fair, I know for a fact Aaron can go 2 hours and 15 minutes before a potty break.
Yeah, that's about it. Well, I told you guys.
Yeah, Dale, no, you didn't miss the beef. It just wasn't as good as the Tina story.
And Aaron uses a catheter, so he doesn't have to get up.
You know, we laugh about that now, but in 10 years, that may not be so funny.
Yeah. In
In
10
10
minutes.
years, when Aaron's like, guys, I'll be right back. Shelly's got to change my diaper.
Oh,
Nobody's going to be laughing.
oh.
Well, I will, but
Yeah, you will. Jeez.
So you
hey,
guys
Aaron, in the beginning of the
better
show,
wrap
when
it
you were
up.
talking about your daughter-in-law and you were telling her about Dick Tracy and then the movie, and she was still staring at you
Yeah,
with
blank face, like
blank face.
talking about. Yeah.
Was she born when the movie came out? I'm guessing no.
Well, it wasn't 30 years ago, was it? Because that's how old these kids
Dick
are.
Tracy?
Yeah.
I thought Dick Tracy was early 90s, like before
It
95.
could be.
But maybe not.
Oh my gosh, she might not have been born.
Yeah, I thought it was somebody in the chat will say for sure, but I thought it was before 95.
Well, Madonna was still young, so
That's true.
and we all know what's going on with her these days. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Poor Madonna. What was it? Did you see that meme where or it wasn't, I don't know what you call it, but where they said, that Roseanne Barr now actually looks better than Madonna did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they showed a picture of both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roseanne Barr is like, not bad for an older lady. And then you look at Madonna and you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? But you know what's funny? I watched a video on a guy that talking about people that get a lot of plastic surgery.
Yep.
And he said they get a little bit done and then they get used to how it looks. And so then they're like, hey, I look pretty good. I'm going to have a little bit more done. And then they get a little bit more done. They get used to how they look like that. And pretty soon they just wreck themselves and they have no concept of what they really look like.
Yep.
Right. And then they show up at those doctors on that reality show that my wife watches where they have to fix them.
Well, do they do that?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the show, but I'm serious. People will show up with all sorts of stuff. It could be a effed up nose job they need fixed. There's a lot. Women will show up and their boobs are uneven and stuff because they went and paid cheap to get the boob job done. And these guys have got to fix them and stuff.
Mm.
So is that what it is? Is that they just look at themselves so often they get to the point where they get used to it?
Yeah, and they gradually, it's not like they go in and say, turn themselves into the Bride of Frankenstein. They go in,
Right.
get a little bit done every time. And in between, they get used to how they look because it's like a little bit, right? And so, like if you get a nose job, for example, and it's just you have a little work done on your nose, you go, yeah, I look better. And maybe they do, right? And so then they get used to it. And then pretty soon it doesn't look as good anymore. And they're kind of like, I need a little bit more work done. And they just keep doing it over time. And then before you know it, they're just a complete disaster. But they don't.
It's called Botched. I think the show's called Botched. Wizard Sleep said blotched, but it's botched. I think, isn't that what happened, honestly, with Michael Jackson? Didn't he just start getting so much done? I don't think you want to go that far with it.
No.
Well, it makes sense. Now,
so maybe it's like picking at artwork, that you...
Yeah, you just keep messing with it until you ruin
messing with it until you start wrecking it.
Yeah, what does John Beatty have to say about that?
He had an issue with his dad telling him he had a big old nose, so he kept on doing it.
Oh, look now! Look at that.
Jackson or John Beatty?
Look at that, Aaron. John's giving me shit now.
Good. Get off my back. Oh my gosh, that's brutal.
I know. And
his
he knows that little 5'2" wife of mine would kick his butt. So
go look at Helen's. That's Andy's wife that John's referring to. Wow. John, you should save some of that material and come on the show.
Yeah, but then you'd have two guests because if you get John on, I have to come back on.
Well, if John comes back on, I'll let you back on so you can spar with him.
No,
Especially
no,
now
no.
that he took a shot at your wife.
John and I won't spar. We're buds. Come on now.
I don't know, man.
Studio together.
Taking shots of your wife? Jeez. Let's see here. John Beatty says, I got more.
So where are we at, Aaron, time-wise?
Well, David is doing the most complex thing, so I'm going to ask David how close he is to being done.
I'm virtually done.
I am too.
Virtually done. All right. I'm almost done as well. Dan, I see you're signing yours. Is that correct?
I'm signing. That is a sign of signing.
All right. Hang on one second here.
My signature piece.
I'm going to do just a tad bit of color on here.
Oh, Aaron, we all know your routine. You show it, then later on tonight when nobody's watching, you'll go in and paint it up and all that stuff. So, and then be like, here's my piece. I did the whole thing on the stream.
Hey, I do whatever I can to make myself look good.
No, you should try that with your physical appearance then.
Well, I don't want to end up like Madonna.
Oh, good point.
That dude from what was, you know, that saying round that guy dressed like a chick, not round get around I get around, but the guy from the 90s, what was the name of that band? He was a lead singer and he was kind of a cross dresser, and then he added a bunch of
Yeah. You send me
round like right, baby, round like a record. Yeah. That dude, he looks like Madonna. He got like tons of.
Oof.
Creative face says Boy George.
Boy George.
No, not Boy George. It's you turn me right round, baby, right round like a record
player. Round.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I don't know. John probably knows. No, I'm serious, man. That dude had CDs, laser discs, man. He had it all going on.
The chat's saying dead or alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
That guy went nuts with plastic surgery, and he looks like he does
really
worse than Madonna.
Oh wow.
But he was kind of a cross dresser. I don't know if he ever thought he was trans or whatever, but
he does now.
The good old days when the people just dressed, just cross dressers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The good old days.
Really though, I mean, it's like, what in the heck happened, man?
I know, and it happened so fast. Yeah. So okay. So everybody's done except me. But remember, I had to fish out a bunch of bizarre super things. So you got to give me a little grace.
Boy, is he like this every week whining?
Worse.
You know Andy, you know the answer to that.
That's true.
All right, I guess that's enough to get my point across. Okay, so I did the moon. Let me sign this.
All right, let's switch my camera back.
Yeah, I can switch mine back too.
All right, I'll go first because I'm not afraid.
Show.
All right, so the Moon Maid. There she is.
Oh my God! You know what the problem with that is? I can tell you for a fact you're not finished because you need to draw like Dick Tracy ogling her so people know it's a Dick Tracy character.
Yeah,
I'm like, who the hell is that with Dick Tracy?
Who is this? But yeah, there she is. She's the Moon Maid with that groovy 60s alien hair. And she has, I'm not sure what she's wearing, but I don't know if that's alien attire or if she just maybe went to a boutique and found this. I don't know. But
that might be the simplest costume you've ever drawn.
I know, it was like almost too easy. And she's so she's stepping out, you know. There you go. The Moon Maid from Dick Tracy. Yep, I'm gonna have to put Dick in there, I guess.
Oh, come on. I mean
Dick Tracy. I meant Dick Tracy.
That one needs to be clipped.
Yeah, and send it to me.
Yeah, Dave Robinson's right. It's just like a French maid with.
I know.
Queen Mickey says that's a cute dress. I'm going to buy that. It's just like spandex. You just like a tube, right? And you just pull it up.
Yeah, so, I think she wants to buy the art, Aaron.
Oh, I thought she was going to get it. No, that's a cute dress. I'm going to buy that.
No, she's going to buy the dress.
The dress for the artwork. I don't know. Dan, let's see what you have to offer us.
Yeah, what you do there, big guy? Running, shooting a gun.
This is Mumbles, right? From the movie?
Well, I don't know about the movie. I took it from the comic book.
Okay.
Nice.
That's nice. I like that. Got a little background going on in there.
Yeah, I drew a city.
I know.
Well, let's not get carried away. It's an indication of
I drew a shitty city.
Hey, it's more work than Vinnie Coletta would have put in for a city, so come on.
So if Mumbles like goes into a bank to rob it, do they like not know what he's wanting? They can't understand him.
That's a
possibly.
Good,
yeah, I would think
that's
so.
A good question.
Is that why he turned to crime?
James Hunsiger says, Dan, please convince Cecil to make your drawing of him a mug in his store. He should.
Which drawing, though? Which one?
Drawing, I think he's referring to.
The blob?
Yeah, the green blob you drew the other day.
Sure.
Terror Movie Trailer says that dress is more conservative than what she typically wore. Really?
I didn't see yours, by the way. I was switching my camera, so.
All right, I'll show it again.
I got to see it again.
There you go. So that's Mumbles. I think that's good. Once again, Dan Wallace does a great job with the faces.
No, wait, is that just pencil? I can't.
Yeah.
Damn. You press hard. Look how dark that is.
Queen Mickey says, that's a cute gun. I'm going to buy that.
There you go.
Yeah, well,
all right.
Thank you.
She wants to buy your artwork so she can display it on her floor.
There, Dan, there's my alien chick there. You see?
Yeah. I like her.
Did you add that that little spaceship, or was that part of it? Like in Dick Tracy?
Just added it. It's been there.
Man, yeah, you need to add a little portrait of Dick Tracy just poking his head in like, ooh la la, because...
All right, I will, because it's, who is this
right now, it's just like, Aaron drew a cute alien chick. Nice.
All right, what do you got first, Andy?
Whereas, I mean, you can tell, flat top.
Nice.
Oh, cool. I love it.
He's flat top. So, there you go.
Yep, it is.
Katie Dead says,
Very
wow, she's
good.
amazing, Aaron. Thank you, Katie.
She does.
If you add anyone ogling Moon Maid, it should be Junior. He married her and had a daughter. Wait, who's Junior? Is that Dick Tracy's buddy or these little... Somebody help me out, man. We're drawing Dick Tracy and none of us know anything about him.
Somebody married Moon Maid? Is that what he...
John
Junior
Baines.
Yeah, you can take it off full screen. I mean, you know.
Look at those eyes. Well, let's see your thing.
Give the ladies what they want. Yeah.
I'm getting comments on your drawing, so let's put it up. Okay. So look at those eyebrows.
Full screen.
Put the head right over your head so it's about the same size.
Matthew Mumas says, good job, Andy.
Thank you.
Randy Hell says, nice, Andy. He said the kid grown up. So the kid from the strip, grown up, marries the alien chick. All right.
You know, the smoking is problematic, though.
Yeah.
We have to eliminate that from comics.
I know.
John says it's Stewie from Family Guy as a mobster.
There you go.
Katie Gidd gives you the woo with 3
Nice.
O's. Creative Face says Dan wins so far. Yeah, but what do you
really?
Yeah, I got to go.
It's not a competition. Let's.
I just did a headshot. So.
David, are you ready?
Sure.
Here it is.
Oh,
man.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No. That's so wrong. That is wrong.
Hot mess mouth.
Oh, my God.
Okay. David.
I know what that is.
David, should we be laughing at this?
No, we should not.
Toshiro says Dick Chauvin. Oh,
Oh man.
David comes back with a freaking vengeance, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is brutal, man. That is brutal.
I don't get it.
Are you serious? You're kidding, right? We'll tell you off screen.
He gets it. John Beatty, winner.
Oh, big time.
Oh, God. Home run, D-Lambs. Excellent work.
Yeah, check out Fearsome. It's no holds barred stories. That's for sure.
That's right.
Killer Kovacs said disavow. Oh, Gen X Catholic says Pruneface didn't do nothing. Oh. Woo! Nomsky says this piece will sell for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh, I
They're on the
love
auction right now.
I love that bright color in there too. It's
I
so
know.
great. Oh, well, if it was a competition, David might have won, but it's
I
not a
think so.
competition. It's all about good-natured family fun where people hang out together and tell stories.
Family fun. That's what I get from David's piece. Family fun.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we're gonna get struck. Oh my.
Look at Dan.
He's still.
Terror movie trailer says Pruneface can't breathe. Oh. Woo. Okay.
Boy,
All right.
we should end this show pretty
Pretty quickly.
Yeah, before David draws something else.
All right, we've got a huge audience, you guys. We figured it would with David coming back on the show, so we appreciate it, you guys. Please hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done so already.
I forgot, David. We missed David's endings.
Oh, that's right.
His shows.
There we go.
Let me say
So
real
hold
quick.
on to your hats, guys.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, Wraith of God 3 Fear Hollow. You'll find a link in the description of this video. Take you right to the campaign. Please check it out if you haven't done so already. Please go visit Dan Lawless's YouTube channel where he teaches you how to draw anime and other things. Andy has Lilith, the Girl Next Door, coming out.
Infernal Conflict.
Okay, and that's the early sign up link is in the description of this video. And of course, Williams has Fearsome with EVS, and you'll find a link in the description of this video for that campaign. Thank you guys all. Welcome back, David. We're thrilled to have you back, and you guys all take care. We'll see you next time right here on Graybeard's Studio.
Bye.